So we'll do a little overview on the outdoor night enclosure, which is a sun catcher fly catch from customcages.com. It is 6 foot tall. I have it unlatched, the wind's blowing the door open there. So it's 6 foot tall, almost 36 inches deep by about 30 inches wide. And I think I've talked about before when I did the big enclosure that the spiny-tailed iguanas are in. A fly catch is designed to provide a secure entry and exit point into a aviary so that the birds don't fly past you. And I actually use it in that capacity for the spiny-tailed iguanas because they are so fast. But these guys, and let's see, my little girl is right there. There's the female, Anole Smallwood eye, and the male was just over here on the other side of the feeding dish a moment ago. Oh, there he is. So there's the male. See if I can get him up here so we can get a good look at him without getting bit. Oh, there he is. Beautiful. But it is 1/2 inch mesh. You can get these in various sizes. I think 1 inch mesh is the standard, which if it was designed for an aviary for large parrots, but I wanted something a little bit smaller. I do have the top covered, and I'm using a inverted concrete mixing tub. I just got it flipped over. I do have a ceramic heat emitter for auxiliary heat at night if it gets a little cool. We are experiencing some rather, I don't know if you can see that, but 74 degrees. Here it is almost mid-July in Southeast Virginia, so it is kind of a cool late afternoon. Cypress mulch is on the bottom. I have 3 potted plant setups, corn plants, some palm, and another type of, I don't know if that's a corn plant in the back or like a Dracaena. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And each one of them has pothos in the pots with them. That way, if the female is laying eggs, which I believe she is, she has plenty of opportunity, plenty of nesting sites. I did struggle a little bit with the way to feed them out here to make sure they got insects. So, and the bad thing is ants go to it too, but that's some crickets, some super worms. I got some blueberry chunks and a couple small chunks of rapashi grub pie in there. But I just suspended it on a piece of PVC, and it's got holes drilled in it in case it rains, the water will drain out. But I was a little worried that they weren't getting enough to eat, but they do take grub pie from me. It's just a struggle chasing them around or, you know, getting them to bite the grub pie in this slightly larger enclosure. But plenty of perches for them to be on. The back of it is cocoa fiber mat, and you can tell, I mean, it was, see how it's drooping down, so probably the weather, and if it gets wet, it's going to deteriorate a little bit, so I will probably have to replace that. Hopefully it lasts through the season, because it's going to be pretty tough to replace it with all of the plants in the way and the decorations in the way. But I wanted to provide a visual barrier between the night anoles and the spiny-tailed iguanas. I wouldn't want anybody to lose a tail tip or a toe climbing on the back, and Bosk or Tiamat getting a little feisty with them. But let's go around this way a little bit, see where my boy went. He's a little flighty in there. I don't know if you guys can see where he went. Alright, sun's back behind me. I think it's about 5 o'clock. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, yep. And now he is on the back wall behind the cocoa fiber mat. That's not ideal. Hopefully he comes back out before Bosk or Tiamat notices him and decides to go over there and mess with him. I might have to work on that here in a minute. But this is a very well constructed outdoor enclosure. Has a very sturdy latch, and I do lock it up. I do put a padlock on it, but so I put a padlock. Obviously I lock it right there. All the front side, the two sides are, like I said, 1/2 inch coated aluminum mesh, and the back is actually 3/4 inch, the same size as Boskin Tiamat's main enclosure. And let's come around back here, and you hear the air conditioner. Sorry about that. Nope, and there he is. I see him. Oh boy. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully he comes back out and gets back in his main enclosure. I do have a Mist King system set up out here. There's one nozzle in the corner there, and there's one in the other corner. And I also went ahead and used black pond spray foam to fill in these fairly wide gaps. And I didn't do that because I was worried about the adults getting through, but just in case a baby hatches, they can probably get through this, but some of them were kind of wide, so I wanted to go ahead and fill in the gaps. And let me see, can't really tell from this angle, but this is, and now I'm kicking stuff back here on the back patio, but let's see, we'll get a little better view back up a little bit. But there it is. That is a flycatch modified to be an arboreal tropical terrarium, or excuse me, outdoor enclosure for a pair of Anolis Smallwood night anoles. Haven't been uploading in a while. Busy couple of weeks for me. A lot of stuff going on. End of June, July. But so I just want to give you guys a real quick heads up on what's going on here. And stay tuned for more to come about the outdoor enclosure and all my other critters that I have. And until next time, take care.